Alright, so the first question is, do you remember what inspired you to build a tiny house? We'll start with that one. I think we were walking around in Home Depot and we saw a book that was tiny house building something. I think I have it, actually.
Yeah, I
This
remember
book?
that.
Not sponsored. And I don't know, this sounds a bunch of different tiny house designs. We didn't stick with, I mean, we weren't stuck on tiny house necessarily, but we had phases for sure that we went through.
You did that.
I did that.
You did that.
I figured out how to build a tiny house from YouTube. Thanks for nothing. It was very difficult.
How many years in the making? 2 here. I'm going by houses that we lived in.
Yeah.
So that's all, like at least 6 years. Was it difficult? Yes, it was difficult.
Yes, it was very difficult.
Like the idea of saving money was definitely a more challenging thing than actually doing it. I tried for years to just save money by like, oh, well, just don't use as much money to do your everyday things. That doesn't work. That didn't work for me at all. Although I claimed that it did for a very long time. It did not. It didn't save a dime.
Yeah, no, I had a shoebox kind of thing, and I just put $20 bills into it until we probably had $1,000 or something, and then it got more serious for me. I had to get to a certain point.
Everything is more expensive than you think. Even if you think you have it figured out, you do not. But I think that is still the cheapest option so far than anything else we could have built.
For sure. All in all, it's still reasonable. We're probably going to land around $200 a square foot, which is maybe a little higher than national average, but we get to take our house anywhere. I think they usually say like pad your budget by 20% or something.
Pad by 100% if you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
I know what is going to be the most challenging part of the build, and it's going to be that you and I always do the same thing when we do projects. You're going to think you're right. I'm going to know you're wrong. And then we're going to argue about something minuscule, except you do that times every single thing because we've not done any of it before.
Yeah. Sounds amazing.
I don't know yet.
Well, we're going to live without a washer dryer.
I think that's going to be a tough one.
Colorado. Just stepping outside and being in nature, having more than just the confines of your house or apartment or something like that to enjoy.
I'd have to agree with that. I think that's when I miss the most from home.
Okay. Why did you choose 100 square feet?
That question is for you. I don't think I had much say in this.
Why I chose 100 square feet? I like the challenge of building in a small space, just because you have to think of everything and utilize everything.
True.
It's
You would like that. You would like that.
How will you work in such a small space? Okay, so both of us are gonna work in 100 square feet.
Yeah.
And I have to take calls, and you'll be taking calls.
Yeah, that's not figured out at all.
We don't know. That's the answer. Do you feel adequately prepared to start building? I feel ready to start building.
Right. I think that's the difference. I think we are, and we are ready to start building.
Yeah.
Are we prepared? We are not prepared because there is a huge difference in between knowledge and performance and abilities. So we have a lot right now. We have a lot of knowledge and a lot of research that we've done over the many years. However, we've never done this, so
Yeah, we've done what we can though. I mean, like I've researched how to build things. I feel like I know what to do. We have the tools. We have everything we need. We're just waiting for the trailer to start building, and I think we're excited to do it. I don't know if we're ready to do it. How are you gonna tow the tiny house?
oh, how are we gonna tow it? With this fabulous F-250 that is also black to match the house.
Yeah, so we're gonna park it ultimately on some property that we have in Colorado that my parents are staying on right now, and kind of warming it up for us for when we get there. And we're gonna meet them out there next season. I'm obsessive, and so we have two properties. One is 40 acres, and that's ultimately where we want to go or end up. But it requires a lot of investment, so it doesn't have a well or septic or any of these things that are required by the county. So we're saving up for those things. In the meantime, we needed a place to kind of park, and we found a place that is essentially a glorified RV park. They have all the amenities there for you to use, and it was a fraction of the cost of the big property. So it's just a little acre, and we'll spend some time there until we're ready. So
I think that a glorified RV park's pretty harsh. That place is gorgeous.
yeah, it's really nice. I'm excited. What drew you to Colorado?
Colorado's beautiful.
Yeah, it's a lot prettier than I even expected or remembered. I'd been out to like Colorado Springs before. You've been to the mountains a few times.
Yeah.
But we found like the perfect area. I think it's the downside is it's very cold. So we'll see if we can actually handle that. But
Yeah.
But
You
there's
get
nowhere.
used to it.
Yeah, there's nowhere prettier. So it's a trade-off.
True. COVID has had a lot of effects on our plans. However, in the build, it has had some negative impact. But in general, both in your career path and my career path, is it has helped a little bit. It's weird to say, but
Yeah.
it's allowed me to entertain the idea of working from home. It's allowed you to work from home and make that a part of our lifestyle.
Yeah, the price of lumber has definitely gone way up, and some other things are more difficult to find out. But in a way, I don't think we could have made the leap as easy without COVID, because I'd only entertained the idea of working from home before, but now we've been forced into it. All right, what does your family think about the tiny house? So, are you excited?
Super excited. I am so ready for this change in lifestyle, in environment. I mean, I think that there's definitely going to be some things that are going to be hard, and I'm anticipating to miss some things about here, and mostly some people that have been part of my life for many years that are here, that are local. But I am just so ready for this.
Yeah, we've been here for 8 or 9 years now, and I think it's definitely time to do something new. So we've definitely picked the most exciting, interesting idea to try next, and really excited about Colorado and a change of pace and kind of getting more into nature and stuff like that. So
Mm-hmm.
really excited.